Hey Violet, how you doing today? I hope you're doing well. It's your daddy here, of course, as always. And today I wanted to talk to you about um, selflessness. There's selfishness and then there's selflessness. Selfishness is when we only think about ourselves. Selflessness is when we think about other people first. So, for example, uh, when mommy and daddy lived in Virginia, sometimes uh, daddy will fall asleep without putting his phone on a charger, and mommy would come behind and put daddy's phone on the charger for him without even me asking. She was thinking about me instead of just thinking about herself. That's selflessness. And daddy really loved that. Daddy really appreciated that. And people will appreciate that. The more selfless you are, not don't be a doormat, as they say. Don't let people walk all over you. But it's always important to think about other people first before yourself. It's good to love yourself, and sometimes you do have to put yourself first in certain ways. But as a rule of thumb, the Bible says love is not selfish. Remember that? So, love is kind, love is patient, and these things, love is not selfish. So when you love somebody, for instance, um, sometimes people can think they're loving somebody, but they're really being selfish. Um, it's like if you find a baby bird and you want to keep it because you love it so much, excuse me, because you love it so much, um, sometimes when we really love something, we have to let it go. And if it comes back to us, then, you know, excuse me, it's meant to be. But if we try to keep something locked up or keep something with us because that's what we want, that's selfish. That's not loving. Anyway, um, um, so other ways you can be selfless is by sharing with people. Now you don't have to share. You're not required to share. Because if I if I went up to another adult and I said, "Hey, you should share your things with me," that's not how the world works. But you can share with people. It's your choice. And that's really what makes it meaningful is when you choose to share. Because if people make you share, then uh, that's not really showing love because you have to do it. But if you do it because you want to do it, that shows somebody that you care. And that's part of building healthy relationships is showing people how much you care and showing love by being selfless. That's why God doesn't make us serve him, for instance. God God's love is not selfish, so it he doesn't force us to do anything. He doesn't even want us to feel. He doesn't want a compulsive, what's called compulsive, that means compelled to, that means made to. Uh, he doesn't want us to give that way. He wants us to give freely from our heart. And uh, that's how our love should be, freely from the heart, not uh, compulsive, not forced. Anyway, that's what I wanted to tell you today. The older and older you get, the more better you'll understand these things. Um, but always just remember, think about others. Show other people you care. It's very important because the more you build relationships like that, the more rewarding it's going to be. The Bible says there's more happiness in giving than there is in receiving. Remember that because it's true. Anyway, I love you and I hope you have a good day. And you are the best thing in the world. You are wonderful and you're important and you're kind and you're smart. Remember that. I love you. Mwah. Bye bye.